Okay, what's up, everybody out there? Artist of Strong Style here with one of our players from D&D, Mike. No,
T-Sam.
not Mike. It's T-Sim. My mistake.
Okay,
I think.
wait. Did Mike just gain 200 pounds and hair?
Well, okay. What he's about to show is
Curse of Strahd, revamp. What got it? Might be a week before I'm finished reading all the materials, or half the materials, to get through. Ooh, and they actually put it in a coffin too. Ah, look at the back too. Comes with the list of stuff it comes with, you know? See here. Under the raging storm clouds, the vampire Count Strahd von Serovich stands silhouetted against the ancient walls of Castle Ravenclaw. Ooh, I'll leave the rest for you guys to read. So, I kind of know what it has inside, so I'm not going to read the list. Use my fingernail to cut the bad boy open. Oh, for those who don't know, the original one came out in 2016, if I remember right. And a lot of D&D players who played this will swear this is like the apex of dungeon encounters and campaigns. Okay, make sure I don't tear it off by accident. Oh, it has a little sleeve. Look at that. Okay, be gentle. It's my first time.
you don't want to put yourself in a coffin.
Actually, I wouldn't mind sleeping in one. I mean, I sleep. Wait, I mean, do they make coffins where people sleep sideways? Because I sleep sideways.
No, not that I think of.
A sideways coffin. Okay, we got that off. Ooh. Guess we won't need this. The symbol of the Ravenclaw family. Oh, how beautiful. And there's some dust right there. Even though this barely came out a few weeks ago. Okay, I'm not doing this for dramatic effect, I'm just doing that. Ooh, wish they had a backpack with this. Ah, there he is, Strahd. Okay, for those who don't know, this is the picture of Strahd, and on the back, for spoilers who don't want to know anything about Strahd, if they want to play the campaign, ta-da, this character sheet, which comes with a lot of stuff. Well, I'm going to have to read that later. Okay, so, let's open this right here. What do we get? We get the tarot deck. They originally made the tarot deck, I don't know if they made it with the same sequence, but you can buy the tarot deck separately for years before this came out, the revamp edition, in which the tarot deck can be used in D&D or in general, but you need the tarot deck to run the campaign with Strahd. Ooh. Damn, that's a big one right there. That's what she said.
That's what she said. Come on, dude. That joke's old.
And yeah, how old are we?
I don't know. We're dead because we're vampires.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So there is no.
How many, you remember? Okay, this one comedian who goes, "Get out of the line." He's a chubby Italian guy. May he rest in peace. Passed away a couple of years ago. But instead, I'd be like, "I want to suck your blood." To get out of the line. So, oh boy, who knows what all this does except in the book. But you have the campaign, and you have, wow, well, these are unique to the book, then, because I never seen these in standard tarot. Most of these, yeah. That's going to be fun there. Oh, wow, you gotta, wait, I didn't notice the front. Okay, look at that. It's very, you might not see it in the light, but it's very glossy and silvery.
Best you do not look in the light because vampires are in the dark.
Depends what kind of vampire. Okay, I heard about this right here. So, I'm not going to use these. I mean, I'm going to use them in the campaign, but I'm going to use these in real life. But it was supposed to come with, welcome to Barova. Wish you weren't here. For those of you who don't know about this, because, you know, you might be too young to know about this, but these come with postcards. Back in the day, when you want to write a letter, just say, "Hey, I'm kind of here." Okay, I'm trying to be careful not to cut this thing. I cut myself. This is paper right here. Okay, there we go. So, whew. Spend a night in Death House. Stay as long as you like, longer ever. You know.
Well, you're gonna be dead anyways.
Well, this is all part for the campaign, I believe. So, I guess I can figure out a trick to put them in. Okay, so you have the Death House, Saint Markova, the best carrier this side of Bralonks. Not a Scandinavian type of talking, or Transylvanian. Old Bone Grinder. Oh, good lord. These are places from the campaign for sure. I know the Bone Grinder. Peace Bud from Forest. I know that one story you did in this one. For those who don't know, I got inspired to just try to do this. The Puffin Forest Loria one. When he did his special on Strahd. I'll say this right now, like he said in the video, don't watch if you don't want any spoilers if you decide on running this campaign. This campaign is considered like the creme de la creme, the best of the best out there in D&D 5e. Okay, here we go. Before we get to the main one, let's see if there's anything underneath. Nothing? Nothing. Man, it's not glue though. I'm surprised it doesn't come with dice. That would be fun.
D18 dice.
Okay. No dice. I'm surprised. I mean, they could have made like a black, bloody rose, like holographic filled dice in the sense for this.
Yeah, you probably have to buy that separate, but that'd be pretty cool.
I have like probably 7 sets of dice already. I'm like a dice dragon.
Unless you want to buy creative kind of ones, then that'd be good.
Okay. Here we go. So we get that last. Ooh, wow. So I guess this is the Tarot deck instruction manual. Wow. It is. Yep, it comes with the effects of whatever the players do when they counter the tarot stuff. So, we have that right there. Yay! And then we have... Ooh, boy. Why does everyone like to do fancy cursive?
That's the only way it was back then. That's the only kind of writing they would do.
I know, but cursive.
Cursive's the only way they damn knew. It wasn't actual writing like we know right now. Even the old-time medieval times, that's all the kind of writing they would do. Back then with the kingdoms.
Okay, if I understand these...
That's the way it always do.
Because, campaign books will tell you, you have notes probably to make and stuff. These are letters that my players could get depending on how they play. Because, like any campaign, there's multiple sides to the story, Different paths they could take until the time of the final. Okay, what we have right here, so those were the letters that you get to the campaign. And you have the map of Barovia and the different areas. Yeah. Ooh, wow, this is actually laminated a little glossy. So, there we go. You have the country of Barovia right there at the whole disposal. Wow. This is impressive. Usually, the campaign book will have pictures of it, and then you draw yourself if you want to. Grid paths and all that stuff. But this is the revamp edition. Kind of a punny name, but still.
Yeah, it sounds weird.
Well, there's, revamp, redone, redo, it's like the whole thing.
Remake.
I know. But unlike the original edition, this comes with all the extras, some more stuff, I heard like new monsters coming in as well.
Oh, damn.
You should not look at this one, Aaron, though. This would be Castle Ravenclaw itself, and all its details.
Well, you're almost showing it, so I can't look. But okay.
Well, yeah, he won't remember, though.
Of course, that's damn true.
This would like be the finale of the whole campaign, is if they could get the Castle Barovia and stop whatever Strahd von Strurovich is doing. So we have the campaign map. Ooh, I heard this right here. Beware. You have a Dungeon Master screen. Ta-da! Yeah, pretty much right there. Get a little clippy thing, so I can clip my notes to it. For those who don't know about Dungeon Master screens, the standard ones that come in with a lot of like the starter edition sets from like the Rick and Morty one. Mike got that one. The essential ones. And we have these stuff right here. Basic notes on how the Dungeon Master. From setting DCs, damage at by level, and the travel pace, all that kind of stuff. I mean, you can get a fancy one like those wooden ones, but then you're gonna have to either memorize or get special sheets made to put your stuff here, because you know this is basic notes, because you're not gonna want to look through your player guide every single time, you know. Okay, we'll get to that one. Creatures of horror. I mean, this is supposed to be like a, you know, a gothic horror, like it says right there. Ooh. Wait, what? A were-raven? Ooh, that sounds interesting. So this one will pretty much have the different creatures in the game. Unlike after pulling them out of the campaign book or for the monster manual, the Dungeon Master guide, or whatever guide you go into. You know, so spoilers ahead. There's a lot of stuff if you pause, you look carefully. You guys are going to see. I'm doing this backwards, because I want to see it too. But you know, always be a vampire. Do this upside down. That makes you think, if there actually are vampires, they're watching the YouTube video, are they hanging upside down with the phones? Let me get my phone right over here, hold on. But then the video is going to notice they're upside down, so where the carets are still, you have to turn off rotation, you know? Makes you think, you know, how do the vampires deal with this, you know?
I don't know. They can't.
So it seems it has a lot of the monsters, and also the characters. Rahadin! Another Puffin for his joke. But pretty much just has a lot of the, wow. Whew. It even has Strahd in here himself, so who knows, I might actually get this bad boy framed or something, you know? But it has Strahd himself and all kinds of different things. What the heck? This is a type of lycanthrope I have not heard. Mike will want to play that one.
You're the Dungeon Master, so you create it the way you want to.
Oh, yeah. For those who haven't figured out, Leonard's character, Merrick, I don't know if Mike actually figured it out. I was joking with him, see how I could tease him with it, and he's pretty much figured out what happened to Leonard's character. I think that part of the video got cut off, didn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, so pretty much, if you remember, for those who remember, watch the video. Unfortunately, it looked like it was going good, but it cut off. Leonard was bitten by a child that was cursed. Kind of cursed, with a mass polymorph spell going on, made by Lord Dreadbones. So, what happened was, I set up a little secondary theme, just for fun, if it would happen. If the characters were bitten by any of these kids or teenagers, or there were a few teenagers, it was the pit fiend section. If you guys watch the Puffin Forest video, or you guys watch this video to actually get the 2-page for Fiend's Eve, you know. So there was a bunch of pit fiends. If you were bitten by any of those children, you would become aware of whatever they had. I had a whole assortment from the skeleton, mummy, minotaur. I had a vampire in there, spider. If they would have been bitten by any of them, and we continue this campaign, they will become aware of that. Mike goes, wait, so how did it work? He became aware human. The reason why, he was bitten by a skeleton, which was a human skeleton. You will not become undead. No, not nowhere undead. I don't know, how the hell would that work? I don't know. But pretty much, he will become a were-human. At near the end of the campaign, he was turning to a human, which his character believes himself to be, even though he's a lizard folk, you know? That's his backstory. I guess he didn't mention that much. So, by doing so, the costume became more permanent, but he was, in the time of the moon not being full, he wasn't a complete human. So, for those of you who didn't figure it out, it will be revealed in the beginning of the next, when we do the episode, probably in a week or two, depending also on work schedules, that Leonard as a werehuman. And how would that affect gameplay? A little bit, depending on how long it takes, you know? So, yeah, I was hoping you guys get bitten by the the Minotaur, and you guys be a werebull. Okay, so, so this one is right here, the Curse of Strahd. Usually D&D books come actually a bit stiffer, but you know, they have so much stuff here, the weight. But actually, I like the way this bends right here. This will make it easier to go through. But there it is, Curse of Strahd, revamped. I wish I could get Matthew Mercer to sign this. If you don't know who Matthew Mercer is, yeesh, you don't know D&D. So, as always, table of contents, basic stuff. So, the forward introductions. I gotta do a lot of reading. Personifications. Then, you know, get them. I probably have to read sections. I'm too lazy to do the whole thing. Yeah. Woof. I mean, this Village of Barlovia. Yeah. It's all in here. All the encounters they're going to deal with. But pretty much. Oh, you gotta love the artwork. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it clearly, you know, but that's just beautiful. Oh, cool. Yeah. So this will be the item section like usual. Some of these items are generally meant for this campaign. You can always revamp certain items to fit in your campaign, you know? But you gotta love the way this box is. I mean, it's pretty solid too. But yeah, there it is. In a few weeks, depending on also work schedules, I mean, we should be up and running. Getting this done. Yeah. Yep, and then doing Curse of Strahd. And maybe a little bit late for Halloween, but Halloween's always in our heart. So that'll be it. Have a good night, guys.
Alright, there you have it. In this game, this is our Dungeon Master TC. We'll be playing still our other game, which our Dungeon Master is Mike.
We're taking a break on that one, just for a little bit, my friends.
Well, you heard that there, so we'll be playing this one.
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully we don't die, especially for the one who's a photon rogue. Almost try to kill kids already, but that's just the way the game is.
Oh, you're not fools too? I mean, I'm trying to think for a second. I mean, this one, I'm trying to think. There are some kids who are a pain in the butt in this campaign. Just don't throw them in the well. Mister! I mean, that's the funny thing. It's an old trope, though. I mean, I guess we're not really done yet. I'm packing up this theme. It's an old trope in D&D. And other tabletop, you know, the adventurers go adventuring. A little kid comes running like, "Oh no, my town has been attacked! Please help me!" And then the town's filled with zombies. You kill the zombies, and think, "Okay, necromancer, like necromancer," and they're like, "What do we do?" And the little kid, "I am the necromancer," and he does a surprise attack on you, and you're already exhausted. It's like an old trope. I remember one of these online comics I read actually did that. You know, some friends needed an extra person to go on the campaign with them, so they invited their friend's girlfriend, who's supposed to be beautiful and not into D&D and nerd stuff. So she makes a barbarian, goes in, and the kid goes, "Please help me! My village has been destroyed." And she looks around, pulls out her sword, stabs the kid. And then everyone's like, in the game, like, "What the hell? You just killed an innocent kid." She goes, 3, 2, 1. Dungeon Master sighs, and the kid springs up into some kind of beholder, tentacle monster that's been doing the whole thing. And they're like, "Wait, really? That old trope?" And the Dungeon Master goes, "Sorry, we're running out of ideas, you know?" So, who knows how many bad ideas? I mean, old tropes are in here. It's like, don't say, "I'll be back." Put that in the comments, people. List of old horror tropes you think will be in here, you know? Literally, put that in there, you know? If you've seen the campaign already from Curse of Strahd, then don't spoil it for anybody yet, okay?
Alright. There we go. Hope you all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We'll be playing
Probably
next
in 2
week.
weeks.
2 weeks or so. And when it comes down to the video, hope you enjoy it.
That's a lot of reading I gotta do.
Alright then. Talk to y'all later. Peace.